All right, so we have Nico here today, basically from Yext, visiting Fonecta. It's great to have you here in Helsinki.
Thanks for having me.
What to kind of explain why you're here, we'd have to explain what Fonecta does. Fonecta is obviously all about business info, discoverability, online presence, and making sure the companies that have the presence online can be found by regular consumers or B2B customers, and so on and so forth. And we've decided that Yext is our partner, and we've been doing this for some time already.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to kind of have you kind of introduce yourself as far as your role goes in Yext. What do you do on a day-to-day basis, and then kind of delve into what Fonecta and Yext are doing together.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
So maybe I can start quickly with what my role is and then bridge to what the company does in general.
Yeah.
So I'm regional vice president for the international partner sales environment. So me and my team, we're taking care of our existing partnerships, but also new ones in the territories like EMEA. Japan is part of it.
Oh,
so
cool.
quite broad.
Yeah.
It's not a huge team. It's 6 people plus myself.
All right.
Which already shows that we are focusing on strategic partnerships. So we don't have a huge setup of hundreds of partners. We are really looking into strategic partnerships.
That makes me feel very warm inside. Thank you.
Of course.
So focus on Fonecta and making sure everybody's happy there.
Exactly. Yeah. So Fonecta is one of our most important partners, one of the oldest in international in Europe. And so we as a company are providing SaaS technology, so to speak. So we're taking care of putting the technique in place to get our partners, but also bigger enterprises in our direct sales environment to put their business on the map, being available, just taking care of their data, keeping it updated, keeping it consistent, and making sure that you're in control of your business data.
Right.
And in our organization with partners, and therefore with you guys, we are providing the technology and the support and the strategy collaboration on how you can put your customers into the position of having their data under control, being able to distribute to several platforms like Google, but also some other very important ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're doing.
That's perfect. And exactly that's why we are so happy that we can partner with Yext. You're a global company, you're publicly listed, headquartered in New York City, basically, and you have thousands of people working for you, or at least hundreds, if not thousands.
Yeah, I guess at the moment we are around 1,400 people.
Yeah.
As you said, we are born and raised in New York, so pure New York DNA company. Founded by Howard Lerman 15 or 16 years ago.
Right.
And we still have our headquarters there. We have our development resources there.
Yeah.
The whole product and company strategy is built out there. And then we have our outlets in Europe, Japan.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And for our viewers and our listeners, we have to understand that Fonecta has been doing this for some time as well.
Yes.
And that's why this was a great match for us to have a powerful platform like Yext basically power everything that we do with our customers and their business data in order to make sure that they're visible online wherever that search happens, basically.
Exactly.
We talk about local SEO a lot. I don't know if that's something that Yext talks about, but we talk about it a lot. And it's something of a macro trend, I think.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that we need to talk about right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are different disciplines, right? Like SEA, like SEO, like local marketing.
Exactly.
It's always kind of a question how you want to call it, how you want to name it. I think what we are providing and what we're supporting your guys on the technology side is like really taking care of local marketing, which means like being present, obviously on Google and stuff like that. But in addition to the other services you're offering, like websites and your own directory and stuff like that, also delivering these consistent data that is managed from one source of truth, so to speak, your product, into different platforms, right? Because I think local marketing, besides the advertising part of it and the website part of it and stuff like that, is really, and I think what our solution provides, and therefore what your product is in place for your customers, is managing these data not only there, also there, of course. So it's part of the solution, but also on other platforms.
What I really love about this platform, it is that it's a tool basically to kind of cover all this.
Yeah.
And it sounds like, oh wow, a cure-all, you know? How can you do that, you know?
Yeah.
But the fact is, it's a powerful platform. That's why we decided to partner with Yext.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's as I said, and as you described perfectly, it's quite a complicated environment. So it's super important to have a solution that is providing a one-stop solution, so to speak. Like you don't have to take care of all in granular pieces and bits to take care of.
Right.
And therefore, we are providing the technology.
Yeah.
And we're super happy that our partners like you are taking care of bringing the customers in a position with your expertise and your services.
Yeah.
To deliver on that and use the technology as it should be used to generate the most important effects on the local marketing side.
Right, exactly. What would be some last question for you? I mean, what would be some things that you would say to a client that's trying to kind of figure this out? Like you said, we've established the fact it's kind of complicated.
Yeah.
Where would you start to kind of figure this all out?
I mean, it's absolutely, it's all about understanding the business model and the use case of the individual customer. So that would be my first question. How are you making money? How is your business running?
Point. What's the bottom line?
Exactly. So understand what really is the bottom line, how your customer is making his revenue, how he's achieving his goals, and then pick out the right solution parts for him.
One of the things I've also used is that if we're talking about search, which is we already know that a lot of people are going to search first.
Yes.
And that's changed enormously during COVID and whatnot. I think it's very important to understand that the search environment is a shopping window, basically, to clients.
Yes.
And if that's not, if all the information doesn't look nice and coherent, the clients are going to go somewhere else where the information is, there, basically.
Absolutely. Absolutely agree.
Exactly.
And to have the right products in place, to have the right solution offer, to have the right data out there to make people convert into a customer, into a buying person or whatever. I think this is super important.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, hey, thanks, Nico. This was really nice.
Was a huge pleasure for me.
If you have any questions, be in touch with us. Fonecta and obviously our partner Yext will be happy to service us and help us to understand the modern day, challenges with search and the business data that we need to have out there, basically. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for having me. Thank you very much,
worries.
Esko.
Take care.
Thanks.